Imagine a quiet classroom in Bern, Switzerland. In the late 1990s, there sits a boy named Pac-En. He loves the Chicago Bulls, wears expensive Nike tracksuits, and struggles with his German. To his classmates, he's just the son of a North Korean diplomat, obsessed with action movies, and surprisingly competitive on the basketball court. But Pac-En had a secret that would eventually make the world tremble. He wasn't the son of a diplomat. He was the brilliant comrade, the youngest son of Kim Jong Un, the dear leader of North Korea. While his classmates were thinking about exams, Kim Jong Un was being prepared for a crown he wasn't even supposed to wear. In the shadows of Pyongyang, a ruthless succession was brewing. In a dynastic dictatorship, the eldest son usually takes the throne. That was Kim Jong-nam. But Nam made a fatal mistake. In 2001, he was caught trying to sneak into Tokyo Disneyland on a fake passport. He embarrassed the regime, and just like that, he was out. The middle brother, Kim Jong-chul, was deemed too effeminate by his father. That left the youngest, the basketball-loving Swiss schoolboy. In 2008, Kim Jong-il suffered a stroke. The clock started ticking. The succession wasn't a slow walk, it was a sprint. In 2010, the world got its first real look at Kim Jong-un. He was made a 4-star general at age 26, despite having zero military experience. Then came December 2011. A cold winter in the dear leader was dead, and the boy king was standing over the coffin, weeping for the camera's end, preparing for war. When Kim Jong-un took power, the world laughed. They called him the baby dictator. They thought the gray-haired generals would run circles around him. They were wrong. Kim Jong-un knew that in North Korea, you don't just lead, you dominate. To conquer his own country, he had to eliminate the old guard. The most shocking moment came in 2013. His own uncle, Jang Song-thaek, the man who was supposed to be his mentor, was dragged out of a party meeting. Within days, he was executed. He replaced nearly half of the top military officials with younger, more loyal technocrats. Then, in 2017, the final loose end. His half-brother, Kim Jong-nam, was assassinated in a Malaysian airport using VX nerve agent. The message was clear. No one, not even family, was safe. But his conquest was only half complete. To truly secure his dynasty, he had to step onto the world stage and play a game of nuclear chess. What happened next would change the course of history. By 2018, Kim had purged his enemies and perfected his nukes. Now, it was time to play the world. In a move that caught every intelligence agency off guard, the Hermit King stepped onto the global stage. It started with a handshake at the border with South Korea, but the real grand slam was the 2018 Singapore summit. Kim did what his father never could. He met a sitting US president. The image of the North Korean flag side by side with the stars and stripes was a propaganda masterpiece. He gained international legitimacy without giving up a single nuclear warhead. He proved he was not just a brutal dictator, he was a master strategist who could stare down a superpower. Fast forward to February 2026. Pyongyang is draped in red banners for the 9th Party Congress. Kim Jong-un has been re-elected as General Secretary, but the man standing on the balcony is different now. He has abandoned the dream of reunification, declaring South Korea a hostile enemy state, while he builds 50,000 new luxury homes for his loyalists. He has passed laws making South Korean music or slang a crime punishable by death. And there, standing beside him, at every missile launch, is his teenaged daughter, Kim Rue. By parading his most beloved child, he is telling the world, the Kim dynasty is eternal. He doesn't just rule the land, he rules the airwaves, the history books, and the future. He has convinced a nation that their suffering is a silent sacrifice for a nuclear pride that he alone provides. Today, Kim Jong-un is no longer the Swiss schoolboy. He has navigated the most dangerous political landscape on Earth. He has balanced the interests of China and Russia, sent his troops to foreign wars to gain experience, and solidified a cult of personality that treats him as a living god. He conquered North Korea, not through a war with an outside enemy, but through a cold, calculated war with his own people and his own family. As he walks through the halls of the Kumsusan Palace of the Sun, one thing is certain. Kim Jong-un has ensured that for now, the story of North Korea is his story, and his alone. The question is no longer how did he take power, but rather, how far will he go to keep it? If you found this story compelling, please subscribe, follow, and share for more deep dives into the figures who shape our world.